what was going on with the school. See your brothers were still in the zone, see they were still teaching the gospel. Verse 6, but now when Timotheus came from you unto us, and brought us good tidings of your faith and charity, and that ye good remembrance of us always, desiring greatly to spend probably a little bit longer than you, just doing the labor and things like things out there, and we're not there to be that comfort, because we're in a spirit. Leaders in Israel, or as men of faith, can be lacking sometimes. As Israel, we have an issue when it comes to our faith. We got to see and touch and smell, right? It's like, we're like everybody from Israel is from Missouri. You got to show me, right? But now, as far as Israel taking it upon themselves to just do right, very rarely do you see that in the nation. Going all the way back to the times, when Israel was first in the earth, right? Back even going to the times of Egypt, It didn't matter if we had a righteous person in authority or not. You still had Israel, lack or doubt the Most High. So if they didn't have somebody there, something there to really keep them going, a lot of times it would be really easy for men to just give up the faith to go back in the world, because things are going, things are going wrong, and they think the Most High forgot about them. But that's not the case. It's just being tested. So it's building up to see that the brothers still held steadfast in the truth, and then allowed the tempter to get the best of them. So it's motivated them to find out this good news. It says in verse 8, for now we live if you stand fast in the Lord, right? So for now we live, we live the life according to the righteousness of the law by believing in Christ. It says if you stand fast in the Lord. So now stand fast in the Lord, meaning what? Continue to stand in the Most High. Okay, you guys are still maintained, you guys are still have your faith, your charity, excellent. Keep it going, right? It's not over yet. It says, for what thanks can we render to God again for you, for all the joy wherewith we joy for your sakes, our God, night and day praying and might perfect that which is lacking. Pretty much just see what the situation is going through, even without us being there. We've been separated for this time, but now seeing that this is just the will of the Most High, that you guys stay over there, and it'll be far away from each other at a distance. I guess this be the will of the Most High, that He tests you on your own to see how you'll make through. See if you'll hold through without another brother or brothers there, to be on your case, to be there to, motivation. That you just find. It says, now God may direct our way unto you. Will make you to increase and abound in love one toward another, and toward all men do towards you, to the end that ye may Jesus Christ with all His saints visit you like we wanted to, right? Really being there to, encourage you, to give you advice on certain things. Now through your faith and through your charity, right, without the help of more experienced men, and it's a win-win, because those men have now gained more experience without having those other heads or elders or what have you to give them that support right there in person. But now they see it here in a letter even afterwards, and it's just like, wow, okay, it's probably going to be even more of a booster to them after reading this letter. But now they had to rely on their own personal walk with Christ and their own faith to make it through those hard times that they were going through without, Paul and Timotheus, or I should say without Paul being there, so to speak. So, it's a good thing that they still held through. I think it's really good, too, to read something like this, especially, if it's a similar circumstance where, say, we have schools nowadays where, you may have one school that's in one place, but then, say, another school is like a newer zone as opposed to like a zone that's been around for a while, to where if men are able to visit as frequently as they like, that those men, even though they may be younger, they can still abide in the Spirit, still press on even when they're faced with different afflictions, because even for those more experienced men, even though they may be in another locale, right, and they may be going through certain things, they're like, wow, I know I'm feeling it right now. I know those brothers really going through it. And I'm wondering if they really are fortified, strong enough to really go through, a similar way if they're going through something like I'm going through right now. So the thought would enter your mind like, wow, okay, I want to read, I want to, be there or get down there to like lift up their spirits, but because of circumstance, I'm not able to. So that's where the praying comes in. It's where the lifting words come in to hope and pray that the brothers, even though they be younger, still stick to it and still hold it out, even though it's so it's a good that they still held it through and held it down for the school up in Thessalonica. It's a good lesson to even reflect on, even to observe now in these times. All right. So does anyone have any scriptures or any other comments they want to make on the readings? Any comments out there on Text World? Okay. All right. Just want to say thank you observing the Sabbath service today. on the website, and definitely tune in every Sabbath around the same time. We usually go from 10:30 to 2:30. So definitely be signing in and checking it out if you can't attend in person in the Philly school. But with that, we'll close out the service, and we'll go into what we're going to be reading next week. So next week we're going back to 2nd Maccabees. We're going to be reading the 12th chapter and the 13th chapter. And the color for the garments for the brothers is going to be khaki. So once again, next week, which will be August 8th, and that'll be the next Sabbath, at least part of the next Sabbath. It'll be 2nd Maccabees, the 12th chapter and the 13th chapter. And the color for the garments is khaki. We got the... do that. See it.